Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Jaxon Lippert of Walled Lake Western Football. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am doing well. Coming into this season, I know a big game coming up this week at up in Wayne State, part of the Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic, of course. Probably a couple LVC teams that are probably going to be up there in the conference. So going up against a team like Mott, what's that going to be like? Heading there this week.
I think it's going to be a really good test. First week they got a lot of weapons that we got to try to, chase in, and we got a lot of weapons too. So I think it's going to be a pretty well matched game, well rounded game.
So you're kind of like a Swiss Army knife for
Yeah.
Walled Lake Western a little bit. So kind of tell everybody what you play and where you are.
Yeah. So I played quarterback basically all my life, but then last year we had Drew Viato play quarterback. So I played receiver and DB and kick returner. And then I got college looks at that. So I'll be playing receiver and corner at college.
Okay, but you'll be a QB this year.
Yeah, I will be a QB this year.
So
And maybe spliced in a little corner and kick returner too.
yeah, maybe not, obviously not as much because
No, not as much, yeah, but
yeah, obviously, with being a quarterback. So I know they try to, keep like especially at the position you're at, kind of not as around because obviously they
yeah,
don't want to get you hurt or anything.
yeah.
But what's that just like, kind of getting back into the quarterback position again?
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's back to my old days playing little league quarterback, so it's gonna be fun. I like it.
So I know last year when Drew was there, you had to really kind of adjust to being a receiver.
hmm
What was that like for you? And catching instead of throwing passes, catching them.
Yeah, I mean, I picked it up like really, really, really quick. I guess. I'm an athlete, so I don't know. It was pretty simple just to pick it up quick because I got good coaches around me to help me, tell me what to do. So I thought it was good.
Defensively, where do you think? How did you really kind of improve last year? Did you ever play defense when
No, no. I had my coach. His name was Raymond Taylor. He's now at CC though. But I played with him, and I played on a 7-on-7 team in the off season too.
Yeah.
So it really helped me and developed me as a receiver and a corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
But getting back to this year, just there's just as we talked before we started recording, the LVC is just getting a
Yeah.
lot better. I mean, you got
Sure.
Mott, South Lyons always good.
Yeah.
Milford's a team on the rise, and then you look at Lakeland, with what they have. But what's it going to be like playing in this conference? And you've got some tough teams, and then
Yeah.
you got one of the top teams in the Lansing area, in Mason.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously, I'm sure you're pretty well aware of what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, that will be later in the season. But what's that going to be like going up against Mott and Caleb and playing on a big stage like at Wayne State?
Yeah. No, I'm really excited. I really am excited for the challenge, and our team is too. I think we're really ready for it too. The whole season.
What has Coach been like these the last few weeks? It's like, obviously I talked to Coach this morning. What's a typical practice like for you guys?
So we just finished our two sessions, so our two a days. So that was we just had two practices in a day, but now we're running through five practices a day, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and we're just offense and defense, and we're just grinding away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is it just getting used to kind of the school schedule? Because I know you don't start school until I
yeah,
believe after.
28th, something like that.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, starting next week. So how are you just getting used to, having that extra time, and what are you doing?
I mean, it's all just football, like still like watching film every day and just keep getting better at practice.
Right.
Yeah.
Jaxon, how do you mentally prepare for a game?
So, like I said, a lot of film watching. You got to see
Right.
them with the team you're playing, and also our film, see how we're doing as a team, and just get better from there.
Yeah. What are three things you want to work on by the time would you want to what I should say, what are three things you want to improve at by the time the season ends?
Um, I don't know. I would just say our team as a whole. I just want to get better as a team. I
Right.
feel like we're already really good right now, but I just want to get better.
Yeah.
Um, Another one. I just feel like building more chemistry with the team as the year goes on too, because that's always going to help.
Yeah.
We have a couple new guys coming around from JV, but mostly everybody's back, and I played with them ever since Little League, so I think that will be good. Um, I
I
don't know.
mean,
I
well, let me
so
ask you
what?
this. What is it like to, have the relationship you have with the receivers?
Oh yeah, no, it's really good. Chase Working, Ryan Boyce, Gavin Noonan, Donovan Triplett, Gavin Roberts. I played with them basically all my life, so the chemistry is already there. Like we already have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more to build upon, I guess.
Right. So really in these first few weeks of the season, it's obviously gonna be a big test anytime you play a team in this conference, but really what do you really need to what is kind of this program need to do to really get to where they need to go?
Um, I would just say keep pushing. I think we're on the right track right now. Like losing our players from last year, I think we're still good. Like we have that camaraderie as a team to just keep going. Like I feel like we have all the pieces to make it far.
Okay. All right, Jackson, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
All right.
Um, what is on Jackson Lippert's playlist?
A little bit of rap, a little bit of rock, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I like both. I'm kind of all around. Not
Yeah,
really so much.
I've learned a lot of since asking that question, a lot of players are more well-rounded.
Yeah,
Um, which is
country, country, not so much though.
yeah, I've heard a lot of that too, though.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Pre-game meal before a game.
Um, Usually some chicken and rice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's yeah, that's the common thing there.
Yeah.
Best high school football memory so far.
I would say scoring my first touchdown sophomore year at the pink out game.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. What is something people do not know about you?
Um, I would say I used to be a five sport athlete. Not many people
Really?
know. Yeah.
What did you
I
play?
used to I played baseball, track, and lacrosse in the same season. And then I also played football and basketball.
Nice. So
Yeah.
what's the plan this year?
It's just gonna be football and track this year.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. I kind of slimmed it down. Yeah.
All right. Um, and then finally, just what would what would this year mean to just to what would it be take to have like a successful season? Obviously, district championships and going after a state title. What do you want to accomplish in this last year?
Um, well, definitely a state championship, like you said,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I really want to build that chemistry with that team so we can get there. That's like the first step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Jackson, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us. And
Yeah. Thank you.
best of luck this season, bud.
Thank you.